Hey everybody, it's our 1 month anniversary of being in Portugal, and I've had a bunch of you ask to see our place and to get an update, so I thought I would do a video. I'm still trying to figure out how to communicate with all of you and share with you what is going on and where we are. I'm trying to do a little Instagram and do a little Facebook. Now I'm going to do a little YouTube, but my glasses are reflecting. It's so annoying. Let's take them off. The email list just is a pain in the ass and it's not working, so I'm over it, sorry. So a little bit about our place here. To get a visa in Portugal, it is really hard. Well, it's time consuming, but what's hard about it is you have to secure a 1-year lease. And because Portugal's taking off right now, it's really, really hard to get these 1-year leases. I mean, people are paying like 4 or 5 months in advance before they even leave the country to secure the lease, which is just freaking nuts. So we really lucked out. We found an incredibly honest, wonderful landlord that was willing to rent to us, literally no money ahead of schedule in Lagos, which is where we wanted to be. And we had some wonderful friends. Shout out to Toby and Brian, because they live here and they came and checked it out. So we're really lucky. However, that being said, there's some things that are really kind of hard for me to adjust to, but I'm so grateful. So please don't take anything I say as I'm not grateful, because I am freaking grateful to be here in this place. So let's start with, I'm not gonna go outside and show you the 82 damn stairs that I have to take every day, because that's a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna switch the camera around. Okay, I'm gonna have to do another video because I don't know how to do that without stopping the video. So be back soon. Okay, so here's the front door. Here's the thing with this place. It's old. Like many, 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 many things in Portugal, they're old. So this is what lets Amazon in. And I say Amazon because I'm so freaking annoyed with Amazon. We have to use Amazon Spain. And let me tell you, they are so different than Amazon US. I won't get into that now, but anyway, it's not like this is just for Amazon, but I don't know if you can hear this. Well, you can't hear it. But basically, you're supposed to buzz that in. This is supposed to have a receiver on it, but Kelly broke it. Just kidding, Kelly. Not really, she kind of did, but anyway, whatever. So here's the lock. It's just different. I'm just trying to show you the different things. So this is how you actually open the door. Let's see, we'll peek outside real quick. So there you go, that's outside. And then they don't have they don't have fire, what are they called? God, I'm already European. Fire detectors. What the frick are those called? Okay, you know what I mean. Those things that go up there, that's a light. So, but what they do is they have these. So I try not to think about what that means with fire. And this is the electrical. You can tell this is an old building because truly there should be more of these. So hopefully we'll never have to use it, and we wouldn't know what to do with it even if we did. So pray for us. Okay, so now this is a typical Portuguese kitchen, which basically means there's a door. So a lot of the older places don't have what they call the open floor plan like we do in America. I kind of like it, but I don't, so I don't know. But here's the pantry. Yes, there's always that. So the pantry is interesting. There's drawers. We definitely are adjusting our cooking to Europe. In other words, you go to the market every couple days because there's just no room to have a pantry full of things. And this is the kitchen, and this is the fire blanket in case you catch the kitchen on fire. I don't even want to think about that. This is a little table that no one sits in. Now this is the stove, and this is actually a fairly decent sized stove, but let me tell you, it took us a long time to figure out, and it's kind of different. It doesn't like this is the only rack, but we're getting the gist of it, and it's gas. So, but here's something really kind of creepy. Let's see, how do I show you this? There's no exhaust. So how different, right? So there's nothing, and the older houses, the newer ones do. Here's the hot water. Isn't that strange? And this is typical, right? So when we moved in, this drawer panel fell off. And our landlord, who was super, super nice, was just like, oh, sorry. Not like, oh, sorry, I'll fix it, but just sorry. And he didn't mean it mean. If I would have asked him to fix it, he would have. But they just don't give a shit about stuff like that. They do not sweat the small stuff. There's our Brita, because we filter the water. Little sink with no garbage disposal. Dishwasher is pretty normal. However, it took us forever to figure out how to use it. Pretty normal coffee, stuff like that. And then here's the beast of a wash machine. You can pretty much wash 3 towels max or it won't spin. And this took us forever to figure out. Thank you, Kelly, for helping us. Little microwave. Here is the tiny, tiny, tiny refrigerator. And I am adjusting my cooking and what I'm buying because I still don't know what I'm buying, but I'm getting better every day. But let me tell you guys, for this girl who loved to cook, that's been a very big adjustment. So you can't put much in these places, you know? I still try to figure out what else to eat besides bread, pasta, cheese, because I know I can get those things gluten-free. Okay, so then I'll take you outside. Okay, here's something that's driving me crazy. And if anybody lives in Europe or has some idea of how to help, but they don't use screens in Europe. In a lot of countries. I don't think they did in Bali either. And that means bugs come in and I can't stand it. We haven't really had spiders or anything, just little gnats, and it drives me crazy. But it's warm, so you got to keep it open. So anyway, if anybody knows, because they don't have tracks for screens, I don't know, I got to figure something out. And then they have these kind of things that you see, this little pulley thing. This is how you bring down the shade, which is kind of cool. So sometimes I'll close this and open the window and get a little air coming through. And I think it stops the bugs, but it's not very much airflow. But it's kind of cool. So, okay, we're gonna go out to the wind and I'm gonna show you how we dry clothes because we don't put things in the dryer in Portugal. But I didn't actually in the US either, so that's okay. So this is our balcony, one of them. And these are our neighbors. Now here, I don't know if you guys can see, it's the cutest little restaurant. A little pricey for my budget, but in the parking lot of a lot of the buildings, they have little restaurants. So this one over here is really good. It's organic, a lot of gluten-free, but again, I'm on a budget, it's a little pricey. So you can see there's buildings all over, and I'm gonna tell you, we're struggling with the noise. Not so much the noise from the people, but because Portugal, they're like, you should be able to hear if you listen, you'll hear drills. It's going through a lot of upgrading, and older buildings need new tiles. Everything is tile here, everything. And the walls, they don't even know this is all concrete. Everything is freaking concrete because of termites. So everything's concrete, which is really weird, right? But yeah, it's too noisy for us. We're having a hard time with city life. It's just not us. We're used to our green belt. So, but we're lucky. I mean, we're blessed. It's just, I think when we finally settle, we're not gonna be in the city. There's my clothes. And in Portugal, I'm trying to see if anybody has it. You'll see, like, let's see if we can zero in over here. It's not uncommon to just see your neighbors with their britches hanging out, which doesn't bother me at all. You know, it's just, it's the way they do things. There's always little dogs. Can you see the little dog? Oh my God. So I sit up here and just dream of dogs. But anyway, okay, so let's go back inside. Pretty warm today. Okay, so that's the kitchen. Now we'll go into I guess the family room. This pulls out to a nice little sofa couch. And it's you know, it's cute. It's got a TV. It's old, but it's comfortable. These chairs are comfortable. TV. Everything, like this shelf drives me crazy because I'm afraid it's going to fall because it's hard to put things into concrete. So we'd be very careful under that. The wind is really crazy, but you guys have seen this. Here's the reason why you live in Lagos, right? Is because of this. Look at that view. So this is beautiful, but again, it's noisy. So, and this concrete part doesn't bother me as much. It's in the front where they're drilling, and I'll see if I can show you. There's a guy, they're not doing it now. Oh wait, dog alert, dog alert, dog alert. Okay, see this over here? They break up, we've been here a month and it's been going on ever since. So that building right there, they are breaking up the floors, and so they're just constantly doing things, and that goes on. I don't believe they have any CCNRs or anything. Literally, people will start at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. So there's no peace in terms of that. So you just focus on that. That's a little, they sell newspapers and lotto tickets. And these are garages. We don't have that. But this is a tennis court that belongs to somebody. Not a person, but association. So it's been fun listening to people play. But look at that view, right? It's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. But like I said, I just don't think we're going to end up settling in the city. We need more green. It's just more of what we like to look out on. But absolutely no complaint whatsoever. This guy's pretty today. Okay. Tables are all old, but we just put a tablecloth over it. Okay, so leaving the family room, going down the hallway. This is just, and by the way, I didn't clean the house or do anything for this video, so just so you know, no judging. This is all Mike's workout stuff. Everything, you'll hear it, everything's very loud, like clunky loud. Bathroom. Yeah, don't drop the soap, people. It's hard to shave your legs in here. This is a very, very, very small bathroom. But the shower works. You hang up your towels because there's no dryer. Toilet, no bathtub. For those of you that know me, I'm struggling with, but again, I'm focusing on the blessings. And one day I'm going to get a bathtub. Okay, so here is the main bedroom. Just a basic bed. The beds here, they're not like the beds at home. They're really not that comfortable. Everything in Europe so far that I've seen is very angular. So it's uncomfortable. And this is why I'm having a beef with Amazon right now, because I'm trying to get one of those bed rest pillows, because I sit up at a 90-degree angle in this bed to watch TV or something, and it doesn't work. Okay, so here's the closets, which are nice. Again, we only came with 5 suitcases, so that's pretty much all my clothes. Do you like the way I hang mine? No judging, people. Okay, so just a nice chest of drawers, chairs, and then here's another balcony. This is probably the one we sit at mostly, because it's a little bit bigger. Okay, the tour's almost coming to an end. We're gonna go into now the spare bedroom, which is really where Mike sleeps, because we all know he snores and we can't sleep together. So 2 twin beds, that's the balcony. Everything's tiled, not a carpet square to be found. But, okay, I'm gonna stop it again and go to another video so I can come back. Okay, it's me again. Okay, I'll take the glasses off. So that's that. That's our place. And, you know, we love it. It's small, which is perfect. I mean, really, you guys, we are so lucky to have gotten this place. But I'm not sure how long we'll stay. You know, we got to fulfill our contract and keep looking around. We like Lagos. I mean, how could you not, right? However, we are noticing that, I guess because we lived in Carlsbad, when you think about it, right? We lived in Carlsbad, and it was pretty quiet there. And I always thought, I want to be close to a town where I can walk and go to the cafe and have my wine and my coffee and talk with the locals. And that's what we wanted in Carlsbad, and we wanted to get in the village. Well, I'm so glad we didn't. because we would have never wanted to. But when I came here, I'm like, oh, I really want that dream again. But I don't think I do. It's not a hard walk to get, well, it's not a far walk. It's about about a mile each way to get into town. And this square is totally adorable. I mean, so cute. There's there are the cafes, they have the little wine bars, restaurants. However, Lagos is known for being kind of like the popular place to be because hello, look at it. So it's got a pretty strong tourist season for about 4 months out of the year, where the locals don't really even go down to the square because there's so many tourists. So we haven't really experienced a lot of that yet. We've started to see an increase because I think it's just started, but the prices are a little bit more expensive because they can get away with it, right? So I don't know, we're noodling over it, but we're not 100% sure this is where we want to land. It's also pretty far away from things because we're really at the end of, or not the end, but of the Algarve, which is where we do live. And the Algarve is like a region which we love, and we will definitely stay in the Algarve for right now. But anyway, that's just a bunch of noodling stuff. In terms of adjustment, it's getting better. It's getting easier. Thank God for Google Lens because, and thank you to Toby and Max for telling me about Google Lens because it made a big difference. The language, you don't really have to know too much of the language here in Lagos because there's a lot of expats that are Americans and Brits that speak English. Pro and con, right? Part of me wants to be a little bit more in the thick of things with the Portuguese people because that's why we came to this country. And then the other part of me is thankful that they're not. So, you know, we went on that food tour. Hopefully you guys saw that. And that was great, mixing with authentic foods and the people. It's pretty crowded here because of the roads too. Oh my God, the roundabouts. You Europe people, how do you get better at it? I have not driven yet. We bought a car. Everything is manual here. It's very hard to get something automatic, where it's just the opposite in the States. And Mike's been amazing at it. And I'm scared. I've started, because I haven't done that since I was like 21. And the roundabouts are really scary. Like, I don't want to crash and I don't want to hit somebody. And my brain can only handle like 3 things, just like my daughter, 3 things at a time. And so if I have to be thinking about what exit do I get off on this roundabout? Is this person going to really get off on that roundabout? And how do I shift? We're almost at capacity here. But I have to because I can't have Mike chauffeur me around. Grocery stores are getting easier. Definitely cheaper than the States. The produce is crazy fresh. So you literally, like, you cannot buy a thing of broccoli and expect it to last 3 days, maybe 3 days, 4 days, and it's going to be not good because they just don't have the preservatives on all the things. I mean, they have processed foods. Do not get me wrong. They have processed foods, but their food they grow and stuff, they just don't use them as much. But there's chemicals here, you know, just not as much. Or at least I haven't been able to read those labels yet. The wine is just outrageous. You can get a very good bottle of wine for about, really, you don't need to pay any more than like 6 or 7 euros for a very good bottle of wine. And it's kind of been fun to get the ones on sale for like $2.99. Ooh, you just feel like you got quite the bargain. What else can I tell you guys? I have not had to use the doctors yet. I did have to go to the eye doctor to get glasses because I lost my prescription glasses the first couple days, which has sucked in the sun. And it was a great experience. The eye exam was so primitive compared to what we have, but I think they were able to look at my glasses and the prescriptions were pretty much the same. So sometimes technology is good, sometimes it's not needed. I don't know. But it's funny because I keep calling to find out when they're going to be ready, and they just keep saying, "We'll call you." So people in Portugal, it's not that they're lazy, it's just that they beat to a different time zone. than we do. Like, nothing really is in a hurry. Like, it is not uncommon to go to dinner and your waitress or waiter can go on a break and forget to tell you. And you just wait. Like, we're in America, they bring over the waitress and say, hi, this is Susie. She's going to be taking over because I'm going on my break. No, they don't do that. You just wait. So sometimes you're like, do I pay the check here or do I go up to the cashier? You don't know. And they don't care. I mean, you are literally never hurrying them. Unless you're at a coffee shop and you're a digital nomad, they don't really love that they take up a lot of table time. But that's probably the only time there's a lot of rules. Other than that, just stay as long as you want. Let's talk about whatever you want to talk about. So in that manner, it's been really good because it's been fun to kind of chill a little with that. Still struggling a little bit with the time zones with trying to talk to my family. And I feel bad because I miss them terribly. And it's just like when they're waking up, it's just like right when we're going out. So we're emailing a lot, but we'll get better at that. Okay, I don't know what else to say. I think that's enough said for my first month summary. So thank you for following along. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And each month I'll try to do a long video just about something. Maybe it'll be more about the outside and update you on different places we've gone. Like I said, I'm doing more things on stories on Instagram because it's easy, but hopefully this helped because I know a lot of you had questions. So anyway, all right, guys, love you all, miss you all, and have a wonderful night. And let me know if you have any questions.